What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this video where we're going to talk about college, choosing a college. Now, a lot of you are probably high schoolers thinking, should I go to a big school or a small school? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I personally went to the University of Maryland. It is a pretty big school. There's over 38,000 students, and there's just a massive campus to go everywhere. I mean, you can walk all the way across it. It probably takes like good 20, maybe 30 minutes. So it's a big campus. It's like a mini city. But I'm going to help you choose whether you should go to a big school or a small school. So I know some of you might be intimidated. You know, maybe you come from like a high school that had a really small class and you just can't imagine going to a school with 38,000 students. Well, I want to let you know a little secret. If you go to a big school, you can make it feel small. But if you go to a small school and you find out that you are limited, that you can't do as much as you want, there's not enough activities, there's not as much fun as you'd like, then you're stuck at that small school and you cannot make a small school big. So, my recommendation is that you go for a big school because you can make it small. And what I mean by make it small is that you can go inside that bigger school and find a smaller community where you belong and that makes more sense to you. So for example, at the University of Maryland, we have the business school, the engineering school, social sciences, all the different schools. And primarily when you pick a major, I mean, when you first go to college, you're going to experience all the big classes with, the hundreds of people just because it's the prereqs. But you can easily skip those by going to a local community college. But what really matters is that after you get past those classes, you're pretty much taking classes with the same group of people, the same way you did in elementary school. You're with the same core group of people because you guys are all studying the same main subject, and there's not that many class offerings for it. So, by the time you get a little bit farther down the way, your sophomore, maybe your junior year, you'll be able to really, focus in on one area, one aspect of the school. You don't have to worry about all the other departments, all the other schools, because those 38,000 students, that's across all the subjects, all the majors, across all the campus. So by the time you get into your focus, now you might not know what that is right away, but once you find out what that is at the university and you start taking classes in it, you're going to find that smaller niche community where you belong. So you'll be able to get more involved with the clubs that are directly related to your major or that you're directly related to your passions. I mean, that's the other great thing about a big school is that you can find these smaller clubs that you can join, and that brings you a sense of smaller community. So essentially, the basics are that if you go to a big school, you can make it small because you can find these smaller communities, whether it be hobbies, whether it be smaller communities within your major or within your specific school, because each of these departments, each of these majors are called schools. Whatever it is, you can find yourself, you can make yourself feel comfortable, make yourself feel at home by getting really involved in these smaller communities. As opposed to if you go to a small school and you just feel limited and you can't find enough more fun to have, enough communities, enough groups, then you're kind of stuck with that smaller school and you'd have to transfer. So that's my advice for you guys. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down below. Also, guys, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel because it helps me reach more students like yourself, and that's my goal, is to help out as many people as possible. And then lastly, that means that I need you to share this video with somebody who you think would benefit from it or who would enjoy it. So, with that being said, I hope to catch you all in the next video, and I hope to catch one of your friends in the next video as well. Until next time, high five!